as I said before, it scared the hell out of me. I remember watching this, and I was fairly young as a child. This movie, obviously, it preys on kids' fears. And Tim Curry did a wonderful job, but there's this one scene at the very beginning, and I'll play it for you in a second, where, you know, this little kid in this little yellow rain jacket, he looks like Curious George, and he's running down the street and playing with this little paper boat. You know, doesn't have much to look forward to. And it goes in the sewer. And then Tim Curry, the sick son of a bitch, does a great job of scaring the hell out of whoever watches this. Here, check it out.
Hi, Georgie. Aren't you going to say hello? Oh, come on, bucko. Don't you want a balloon?
I'm not supposed to take stuff from strangers. My dad said so.
Very wise of your dad, Georgie. Very wise indeed. I, Georgie, am Pennywise the Dancing Clown. You are Georgie. So now we know each other. Correct?
I guess so. I gotta go.
Go? Without this?
My boat!
Exactly. Go on, kiddo. Take it. Oh. You want it, don't you, Georgie? Oh, of course you do. And there's cotton candy and rides and all sorts of surprises down here. And balloons, too. All colors.
Do they float?
Oh, yes. They float, Georgie. They float. And when you're down here with me, you float! Oh!
Next to it, probably the second most scariest movie I've seen, which may be a little controversial, is Ernest Scared Stupid. Now, Ernest has been everywhere nowadays. He's been to jail, he's saved Christmas, he's gone to Africa. What hasn't he done? I'm a big Ernest fan. When my mom brought this thing home, this movie, and I watched it, I went through a very traumatic experience. This is pretty scary. Basically, there's this one scene, which I'll play for you in a second. It's this girl is about to get tucked into bed. Her mom comes in, makes sure everything's all right, leaves, if I remember correctly. And the girl, you know, pauses for a few seconds, turns around, and then there's this big-ass troll looking at her, who, by the way, who looks like a Gremlins reject, and looks like he's ready to spoon. That scared the living daylights out of me. So parents, if you're taking this one home for your kids and thinking, hey, this is going to be a fun experience, think twice. This is a traumatic experience for some. Ernest Scared Stupid. Good movie though. I can watch it now. Another movie which really creeped me out as a kid was the film Creepshow. This is, I believe, a whole bunch of short stories on one disc. It's called, the one that freaked me out was called The Crate. Basically, it's about this werewolf creature who mauls people under the steps, and a janitor who takes things into his own hands. But I remember watching this, and right afterwards, I'd run up the steps of my family member's house, because they had this really, really creepy long staircase, and I kept thinking like these two eyes were gonna peer at me from under the steps and just grab my legs and, you know, kill me. It's crazy. Crazy movie. It's pretty good. It's held up pretty well. Creepshow 1 and Creepshow 2 are both mighty fine. Creepshow 3 is arguably the worst movie I've ever seen. Do not watch that one. You won't get that time back. You won't.
When was the last time you were a man in our bed? Now get out of my way, Henry, or I swear to God you'll be wearing your balls for earrings. And I swear to God, if you ever touch me...
Oh, just tell it to call you Bill.
There's this one scene in Exorcist 3. Exorcist 3 is an alright movie, but there's this one scene where I remember this nurse checks in on someone, comes out, and then BAM! Something happens. This took me by surprise. I don't know why I find it so scary, it just freaks the living hell out of me. Check it out. That about concludes some of the movies which I'm recommending to you guys if you haven't seen them already. If you guys know of any movies which you think are a little obscure, which movies or recommendations I might like to see, post them down there. And if you have any, if you want to come out with any movies that scare the living hell out of you, whether as an adult, as a child, whatever, post them down there as well. So until next time, peace.